What up, everybody? Oh, thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much. That was Animal Kitchen. See if I can get my mic level right here. Sounds like I'm a little bit quiet. So that was Animal Kitchen YouTube channel. Friend of the show. I appreciate people that have a creative mindset and that they want to do their own thing. That's what I gravitate towards. So let me see if I can just get back to where I'm supposed to be here. I can show you over here. You see this screen? I've got nothing I'm supposed to have. So I had to play, I like playing other people's content. I like playing other people's material. It inspires me. Why aren't we sharing each other's content more often? You know? Like, is it because somebody's afraid that the other person will shine? Well, we should. We should let each other, you know? I mean, if I want somebody to pick me up when I've done something well or to kind of like, encourage me, then I should probably do the same kind of stuff. So, today, you know, I did something really unusual for me. 1 second here. I really did not prepare much. And I don't know. I just felt like it was time to try um, a little bit less intense, a little bit less. I mean, look at me. I'm not even wearing a tie. I'm wearing a hat. I'm trying to get comfortable. So that's what I'm trying to do. Um, Not preparing things is kind of terrifying in a way, but in another way, it's very liberating. Not that I don't want to prepare, but that I'm okay if I don't. And that's always the thing that's in the back of your mind as somebody presenting something to another person, if whether it's one person, 10 people, 30, 100, 1,000, doesn't matter to me. Um, I don't think it would change me much. It'll change me a little. It wouldn't change me much to go from showing something that I was, proud of. If I was showing that to one person or showing that to 100 people, I don't think the feeling would be too much different. It would be a little bit more intense being 100, but I think even just, you know, sharing something that's personal to you, I don't know. I guess it's probably because it's personal and you don't want everybody to always have everything that you have. So I don't know. There's probably a balance there between, um, things that you want to share with people and things that you should share, but I don't know what that is. I'm not anywhere near where I can like identify. Right now, I'm just trying to share things and I'm thinking that just doing this will lead to something. Okay, so basically, I'm having a little technical difficulty here. Give me 30 seconds, guys. Okay. So last few days I've been waking up a little ill. Not sick, just it's winter. I live in the Northeast and I need something, and I don't want to keep drinking like on camera. So I got these Ricola, but they're cherry. Just not a fan, but I would rather do that. All right. So what are we talking about today, guys? I don't know. I mean, this is kind of the goal, I guess, is to be able to have conversations about things that we want to have conversations about, but then also try to target, things that might be happening in the world or might be important or interesting to other people. So, and I do want to say what's up to Jim, what's up to Brute. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for being here. So, a couple things that I was thinking about today. There's actually nothing wrong with being a learner, being somebody that can absorb new information. There's a saying, and you'll understand maybe a little bit more about me when I say this. And if you don't, then that's a good thing. So always be a newcomer. This is a phrase. Always be a newcomer. This phrase is timeless. It's just a phrase that encompasses everything I stand for, everything I try to project, everything I try to, even in my child. I have a 17-year-old daughter, and I'm constantly telling her that you have to be willing and you have to be capable of accepting new information all the time, because you cannot ever think you know anything. Because the second you think you know something, you don't. Somebody is going to humble you. Not even just somebody, the big man is going to humble you. So anytime that there's somebody that has information for me, I'm always open. I try to always be open to it. Now, there are times when, there's like conflict with information, like something I may think I have an understanding of and I don't. But, if you feel as though you can be, and I called it, instead of a newcomer, I called it a noob. Like, the term noob is kind of like, I don't know, it's like techie for beginner. If you're not a gamer, or which I'm not, but I know Jem is actually, and I know that there's a few people that I know that are, and so a noob is somebody that is fresh, that doesn't know anything. They're a newbie, or nobody, whatever, however you want to say it. But anyway, always being a noob in this context in music, I think is the quickest path to growth. Okay, is the quickest path to growth. So, like, not knowing something is okay, and I think that when you don't know something, and you have good people around you that answer questions, or that are willing to kind of show you things, and you got to respect that. You got to respect that a lot. And so for me, I do respect that a lot. So today also, and anybody that has any thoughts on anything that comes up today, just post it in the comments. I've got some different material posted in the description. This is community stuff that usually I'm trying to push towards, like doing things as groups, collaborating on things, trying to find new ways to connect with each other. And in the description, you'll see links to a Facebook group that we are a part of. I think there's approximately 90 or 100 of us in there now. And there's also a link to Discord. So we actually had a Discord. I think Kane put together the Discord, I believe. Actually, Phil had one too. I think we have two. But I actually posted the one today that I know of. So it's in the description, and we're just getting in there now, like as of today, really. So come in, introduce yourself if you're new or whatever, or if you have wanted to connect with me or with some of the people in the chat, you can do that now. You don't just have to wait for the live stream. Just go to the Discord and say what's up, and people will find it. This is happening. This is real. People are reaching out. People are getting in touch, and people are interested in this. So I find it very motivating, and I am going to continue to keep putting myself out there because you guys like watching me fail. That's all it is. You guys just like watching me fail. So, and actually it's not, but it's, to me, if that's, if that's the thing that for me to grow, I get to fail in front of people. You know what? I succeed a lot. I live a blessed life. Don't think for a second that I don't feel, that I don't feel valuable. This is just kind of, it's just kind of a, it's a sense that you have about yourself that you're got to be okay. At least with me, I want to be okay with failing so that I can just, how amazing would it be? And I was saying this to a friend of mine a couple weeks ago. How amazing would it be if we felt, and I'm not there, maybe you are, felt so free in creative ability that you could just be like right now on a live stream. And over here is how many people are watching. Where I'm looking right now, I'll show you. This is where I'm looking right now. Whoops. So this is my live stream over here. I'm looking over here at the camera, so I can't even see who's in here, if there is anybody in here. But if I wanted to sing right now into this thing, loud and clear, I've never sang in public, and I can't sing, so I'm not going to. But if I felt free enough to do that, that would be amazing. And I'm nowhere near that, and I wouldn't want to sing anyway. But that's the goal, is to be so free in your in your ambitions that you don't allow any outside distractions to stop your creative push. And I've been there a couple times where nothing was going to distract me from a creative vision that I had. And that's a powerful feeling, because if you're able to put the time and effort into something you're passionate about, it is going to at least have an opportunity to succeed. And we've talked about Bob Ross a ton on this channel. And is it a gimmick? It probably seems like a gimmick. And I feel like it seems like a gimmick. But the thing is that this guy has actually changed my life, where I had this moment, and I have friends that are watching this video either now or will in the morning, that were witness to this experience that I had watching this documentary and seeing that this guy was laying out a roadmap of how to create a creative community, how to literally build a creator community from scratch. And his main ingredients were himself, his message, and his willingness to include everyone. Those were his three main ingredients to success. He claims he had no talent, and that this was how he was able to break down walls between personalities, between people that may have been, if they were somehow like threatened by him, which, he tried to make that impossible to feel threatened by him. He hated his hair. He hated his hair so much, but he couldn't cut it because it was his brand. And that is why he was able to reach so many people and to help. What he did was help people because he was showing people that they do have a talent. People that live an average lifestyle like the rest of us do, really. A lot of people are missing something that makes them feel unique. And he was able to put a paintbrush in people's hand and in one day show them how to create a masterpiece. And that's not a gimmick because it is an actual thing. Their art community was appalled by Bob Ross and his teachings because they claimed that it was making art look too easy. People that have never painted before grabbed a paintbrush, went to his session, and left with a masterpiece that he never touched. They did this work themselves, all with his guidance. And that says so much about a movement. If a person has the ability to teach someone something, and then that person feels better about themselves, however that happens, that person is now somehow attached forever. And you know, on top of that, he would take it a step further, and after a while, he went around doing seminars for years, like teaching people all over the country, all over the world. And he got to a point where he was like, you know what, we're going to start teaching teachers so that they can start teaching and it will multiply. So you got to have ability, and you got to have the ability to teach people, and you have to be kind, and you have to be all that stuff. But the guy had a vision from step one. He couldn't even quantify what the vision was. He just knew what felt right, and he went towards that. That's a roadmap for a creative community. So basically, if you are somebody that's trying to have something that you can call your own, and you want to do it, in a new and different way, what you do is you find like-minded people, and you try to find common ground with those people. If your art is dancing, then you're going to go to places where there's dancing, and you're going to try and find people that look like they may know how to dance. And then, you know what, you're going to maybe, follow them on social media. And then, maybe you're going to try to contact them on private messenger. Maybe, a few of you get together, and then who knows, maybe there's like a thing that happens in your area and you try to get together. And just one thing leads to another. But if you want to keep like the positive energy going, then you would kind of like extend that out some. If you saw that there was benefits, and you're an altruistic person, which just means like giving of yourself freely without caring if there's anything in return, then the people that actually want to have the same outcomes that you do, they won't be disappointed. So if there's 10 people and 2 of them are potential people that might want to do what you're doing, at least you're putting your best foot forward by being an example of, how to do it. So if now you've got 3, so let's say you got 3 people, and then those 3 people do the same thing. So now you've got 3, you're multiplying this thing. So, like as a community, I mean, we're a giant community. This, YouTube, I mean, like creator community is huge. It's billions of dollars every year. The thing is most of it is driven by, commerce. You got to have the influx, and, people gotta buy things and sell things. And I don't know how all that happens. I don't know how all that works. I am not a business-minded person whatsoever. But one thing that these businesses lack most of the time is just altruistic morals and values, because they have a vision that has dollar signs attached to it. And you know what? There is obviously a need for that. But I think that there's a place also for a lot of communities that are just based off of doing, you call it art, you call it music, call it whatever. I call it art because I love somebody. Bobby Long said something to me. Rhythmic Design said something to me a few days ago. He said, actually, it was on a live stream. He dropped in the chat once. I dropped a link and he was able to come in to the live stream. And he said, I've never heard a bad beat, bro. And it like took him to say that for me to be like, you know what, you're right. It's actually I think more about the person hearing it than the person delivering it. So, I think that I talked a lot about that in the last few days, in the last week. But it's just a connection, I guess, to a community that is doing the same things that you're doing. And that's all we do. And it's hard as content creators because everything is so competitive. Um, and I could tell you how many subscribers I have. It's not important to me. And I don't think that that it really matters in the longer, in this application, what I'm speaking about, it actually hurts to know because it isn't important. We're talking about people. We're talking about relationships. Talking about like trust. Trust does not come in the form of a subscriber count. Only way you're going to trust someone is to, have a relationship with that person. And I don't know, the way I operate is I give someone my trust and my loyalty up front. And that's not everybody's way. A lot of people are kind of gun shy at first with everyone. And they want to see either you earn their trust or they want to let enough time go by where they feel like it's okay. I go into it knowing that I'm vulnerable and that, you know what, I could be exposed. My feelings could be hurt. See what I'm saying? Like that's it. And it's okay. I'm now at a point where I'm trying to focus on the process of it rather than thinking about how deep I'm in anywhere. Because what is actually most important to me is getting better at what I am trying to do. And I can't tell you what that is. It's just this. So maybe it's talking, maybe it's organizing, maybe it's making music live, maybe it's making music, for Spotify, or maybe it's that I'm going to have my own record label. I don't know. I don't know what all this looks like, but this is kind of been a very revealing process this last week. And I said it kind of in passing. I was just like, I'm going to keep doing it for 13 days. And I'm really glad that I did. I'm really glad that I decided to keep going and do it the next day. And then, because I don't do that. I don't say I'm going to do a 13-day challenge. I don't do that because I don't want to be after day 5 thinking to myself, man, I wish I didn't say that because I don't want to do this right now. I got other shit going on, blah, blah, blah. But instead, what happens is I wake up in the morning thinking about the live stream and what I'm going to bring. And I'll be honest with you, like the first 2 or 3 days, the first day was fine. Like I had content ready, but then I said that not thinking about what I might feel like. So then day 2, I woke up and I was sick. And it was only because I let anxiety kind of get the better of me because I didn't know what I was going to do. So I decided, you know what? this is all I'm going to be able to do is talk about this, that I'm about to put myself in a very, like, you know, a situation that I'm not going to be able to control, and things are going to happen. And in the past, when things start going wrong on a live stream, I start to like freak out because um it's not like, this is not like basketball. I'm a basketball player. When the clock is winding down, I want the ball. I'm a bowler. Like, I want the last frame. I want to be down on the last frame because I know I'm going to throw a strike. And the problem is that um, the anxiety comes from being unqualified or unprepared. So I can't fake my way out of anxiety. Like, I can't just say it's not there. And I mean, there's things like, if I had a sore throat or whatever, like, I can just whatever ignore it. But and you guys won't know. But when it comes to that, it's just I'm in the moment, and I can't, like, I know that I'm being watched, and then I can't think straight. And this may all sound very dramatic. Excuse me, I got to spit this out now. So, whoa, shit. And okay, so that all may sound very dramatic, but it's how it feels in the moment, and other people are able to handle things better. And if you want to give me like a bunch of family drama or a bunch of social media drama or any of that stuff, I can handle that for you. But when it comes to anxiety and stuff like that, the only thing that's going to help with that is time and practice. So here I am after day 6, 7, or 8, whatever, and I already feel better. So, all right, that was a lot of crap right there. Let me just see here. What's up with everybody? Okay. Oso's here. Oso, what's up, bro? It's good to see you, man. Oh, Kane, what up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. And yeah, I wish I could see what everybody's talking about. Yeah, all this talk. He says play some beats. All right, you got it. All right. So he says, you're not getting away with just. Oh shit, I still had the other one up too. He says, all right, all this talking, let's go. All right. So I hadn't really even thought about that, what I can do, because I'm going to have a submission this week. So I'm going to pull that up and start messing with that. I do have some other things I wanted to talk about, but I don't now. So I'm good. Yeah, that's good to me. I'm good. I'm all set now. I've been down that road. We're good. All right. So you can find this sample on the Stream Era Facebook group. It's in the description, so you can go and find the Facebook group in the description. Join up, come do some sample challenges, come hang out. We got a bunch of live streams that are going to be popping off soon from all kinds of different channels. We got about 4 channels right now lined up for live streaming. Just getting the little bugs worked out with everybody, and we'll have a channel lineup, and we will have there will be, starting mid-February, I'll be having beat nights, 15-minute sessions. I got 5 people lined up as of right now. If you want to play beats live for 50, let's say 4 or 5 beats, 15 minutes, let me know and leave a comment. My email is also in the description, or you can go, just come find us. There's tons of ways to find me. So I'll take as many people that want to do beats. I'll do it every night of the week. So 15 minutes, whatever. And we'll extend this out as we all get comfortable with this process and figure it all out. Once everybody's gone through it a couple times, maybe we'll extend it out to a half an hour. But this is going to give everybody a chance to be in the mix. So also, there was another thing. What was that about? So the other thing was on day 13 of this, I'm going to be doing a Bob Ross painting. I'm actually going to have him on screen, on your screen. We'll do a split screen, and I'm actually going to do a painting with Bob Ross while we're live, and I'm going to play any tracks that are sent to me. So you've got my email. I've already got music. People have already sent me music. So, and I'm going to rock whatever I get. So if I get one track, I'm rocking one track for the entire live stream. So if you want variety, you better send me some stuff. Okay. Let me just check the chat real quick, and then I'm going to get busy on something. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Cool. Yeah. I've got everything recorded. I recorded it. What was it, last night or the night before? I can't remember. So let me just find this real quick. Actually, I don't need to find it. I'm going to start a new one, right? Let me see. What's better? Is this better up here? This is better up here. You know what? I can also make this other camera. I can turn this other camera on real quick. Oh, it's already on. I just got to point it over here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having some people with some beats to go. That'll be great. That'll be fun. All right, I may have to change the zoom on this, but let me check. Yeah. All right, I got to zoom this in a bit. Hold on. Okay, let me just fix the. All right, it's better. Still kind of close, but there. We'll go with that. I'm working on the deluge right now because it's so different, and I like that, and I want that. So I'm working on that. So let's do it. That's decent. I don't know. It kind of looks dark to me, but let's go. All right. Let me pull this over here. Okay, so this, you know what? I can also drag it. There we go. I'll go with that. This thing's kind of different. So this thing is like it's portable. It's battery operated. By battery operated, I should say it's got a battery pack, chargeable battery pack, ion. So it'll go for 6 hours. And it's got a built-in microphone on the front that you can sample with if you want to do like sounds and stuff. But it's also got a little speaker. It's got an SD card slot that'll take a huge memory. Right now I've got a Wi-Fi SD card in it. And then, yeah, so let me just see if I can change this to the sample, and I'm going to chop it. So the other night I did 90 chops with this same sample, and it wasn't enough. I didn't feel like, so I'm going to make more chops this time. I'm going to do 140. Oh, I don't have the volume up. It's not very loud.
Ela partiu e nunca mais voltou. Ela sumiu
that too loud?
Ela partiu, partiu.
Is that too loud, guys?
E nunca mais voltou. Não voltou, não. Ela sumiu, sumiu. E nunca mais voltou. Não voltou, não.
Is that too loud? All right. I'm good now. Okay, so I'm going to do 140 chops. So I'm just turning this dial and the number is increasing. Maybe, I don't know if you guys want to, oh shit. Of course, the second I go to do something. But you know what? What's cool is I don't even care. Whatever. You guys will be all right. All right, there we go. Let's plug back in. Turn this back on. All right, let's get back here. Okay. Whoop. There. That'll work. All right, so you can see it's like a waveform, which is what I like. Okay. 48 chops. Yeah, that ain't going to do it. We need to go up. Let's go up to 140. 140 chops. I could have done some math. All right. Now, where's the audio? Okay, so we got a lot of chops now. Is that a bird? I'm going to zoom in on that. I want the bird. Right there. Okay. Got that side of it. Grab this side. All right, cool. Okay, that's the bird.
Ela partiu, partiu e nunca mais voltou. E nunca mais voltou. Não vou, não. Vou não, vou não. Vou não. Vou não.
Can't remember where the choke is. Oh, it's down here. It's auto. I need this to choke. So this doesn't have, that's what's unfortunate about it though. It doesn't have like stuff like, at least not that I know how to use. I don't know how to get it to do like, you know, mono mode. I'm sure there is probably, you know, mono pads.
Go now. Go now.
So that's that.
Go now.
So I got to change these. You know, there probably is a way to do that. I should just figure that out, but.
Go now. Go now. Go now.
Okay. That's something. changing the lengths of them. It's like if you were in an MPC and you took the link slices off. This one, right? Check. All right, let me see what I got for. I definitely don't have any good drums. Actually, yes, I do. Let me back this out. Oh, yeah, shit. No, that's right in the way, isn't it? Not like you want to look at me anyway. All right, let me load in. I've got some really good stuff in here. Shout out to DJ Widebody. He sent me, like, way back in the day, he sent me a whole mess of stuff that I still use all the time. I love this stuff. It's the best stuff I have. The stuff that he gave me. He just sent it to me. Oh, get this out of the way. There we go. Yeah, he sent me a lot of stuff. Really good stuff in my opinion, but I'm not really basing it off of much experience, so so I'll play some of this stuff here. All these breaks. I could listen to breaks all day. All right, let me think. What am I looking for again? All right, I know what I want. I don't know exactly. You know, I'm not looking for a specific one. I'm looking for a sound like a type. Okay. I think this is the folder. Yeah. This one makes me move my neck worse. All right. I'm going to chop this actually. Oh, you're not going to let me chop? Okay. Then I'm just going to load. All right. Now let me see. I will chop you. I'm going to just do 8. Okay. Let me go back here just so I can have something. Okay. 1. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me put in a little bit of a click or something. do is I'm gonna record this without any drums, and I'm going to sample into a loop from the output. So I'm just gonna do a resample basically from the output, and I'm gonna manipulate the tune of the sample track while that samples. So let me hear. I need to hear what it sounds like first. Okay, that's normal. All right. All right. So now I should be good to go as far as like what I just did. It should be in there. That sounds pretty dope. I like that. Yeah, let me do that. So Brute mentioned that the snare could hit a little softer. I don't know if that did anything for that at all. Let me know if that sounded like it did anything with that. So I can, okay, on the 16th after the hit. Yeah, I can actually do I can put a there's, you can quantize it or you can just keep it unquantized. But obviously if it's a step sequencer, you're going to be able to put things on a grid. So I can zoom it in and then so I can put another Another hit, but I'm going to get in closer. So I'm zoomed in 64ths. I can actually put a little swing on this. Even though it is a break beat, it's all good. So now I'm gonna have to I'll have to copy that. See what it sounds like on the feed. I don't know if it's too loud. I got a couple questions. I'll answer these and then I'll just go back to what I was doing. This one, so this, let me see if, yeah. Yes. So the answer to the question is yes. Each step can be whatever. You just do it manually, or you can enter in values if you want. I normally automate it in real time, but you can enter them in. I mean, I just did it for you. I had one in, like this one's a little bit. Let me remove your comment. I got to remember to remove these. So this, I have to zoom in because you can see it looks like there's only one note there, but there's actually two. See? So because it's zoomed in, I can see it. So the first note is a little bit, thicker. And this one is just slightly lighter because you can tell by the filter. I just used a filter. So yeah, so that one, that actually, did that erase my, I know I had these. I think it erased my, I don't know if maybe I did that. This was softer. Now I just erased it. It was softer. I'll watch the video back, but I'm pretty sure I did that. Go back to that. It's got there's a little click to it, which I don't like, so I'll get rid of that. There's like a little click, but you can see, I don't know if you can see the meter at the top. There's a little meter right there. So you'll see it jump. That's just the value of the volume. So I'm going to take a little bit of an attack on this one because it's clicking just a little bit. So let me see. Still clicking a little. That's fine. I'm not trying to make it, I mean, you don't want to get caught up in all the perfectionistic crap that actually ends up just distracting anyway. Oh, that's weird. That's fine. So the answer was yes, you can. You can definitely do that. Let me see. Yeah, there is a lot of pads, but they all have a unique function that, like, it's easier this way. If you actually learn these like shortcuts, then I don't have to do anything. I don't need to like go to any different settings. Everything's right on the board. And the coolest thing is that it is what it is what you make it. So, and actually, I don't think this is true. I don't think people underestimate Machine. I don't think that at all. I think the Machine users perpetuate that notion that somehow Machine is like subpar. I hear amazing stuff coming out of my friends' machines. So, all right. All right, so I'm gonna call that song 1, and then that just means that like I can now make another section of this, and I don't have to. What I'll do is I'll just save this. Done. And what's cool about this is this will play the next song in sequence. So I'll show you at the end. I'll play the first song, in an MPC, it would be a sequence. So I'll play the first song, and then while it's playing, I'll go and I'll switch it to the next song while it's playing. And when it gets to the end of that track, that song, it'll load the new song and play without any hesitation. It won't, there's no load times. When you start this thing up and you hit load, it's immediately there. That is the stuff that I dream of. The computers, that's the only thing that does kind of like makes me a little worried about Machine. It's just that it's computer, and they need to come out with something standalone, I guess. All right, so that's song 1. So now I'm just going to switch it up, and I will take a piece of this. This is the original. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute that. Okay. That could be interesting, actually, for it to be the original chops into the modified chops. But let me just switch it up. You know what? Let me try this. Let's reverse it. So I can reverse samples really easily. All I got to do is hit that, and now it's reversed. Ooh, I like that way better. metronome thing back on. There's no quantized recordings here either. When I record stuff, it's all unquantized. So that's good for me because that's how I like to roll. I just think it feels better when I make music that way. Where was I? Over here, right? I gotta get rid of these too. Find another. I'm gonna pull in another break beat. You know what? I will use. What's here? Let me see. Whoops. I have to do some work. Okay. That was supposed to be this one, wasn't it? Thought I was going to use... Oh, that was the reversed one. That's right. Okay. Oh, I gotta get rid of that. Where's that damn? Where'd it go? Where did my thing go that I was just playing with? Oh, is it up here? Oh, there it is. All right, let me try that again now. All right, I'm just gonna save that, and then I want to see now. How can I think all I have to do is hit load, I believe. So let me see. I don't know. We're about to find out if it works together or not. It probably doesn't, but it's all good. I like both sections of it, so either one I feel like I'm gonna keep working with, so I'm cool with it. So let me just see. All right. So this was the first section. So now it's going to play it. try that again because I think what happened, I think one of my, I actually didn't mind that, but I feel like there needed to be something in there, but between those. But it looks like I've got, I don't know if you can see that very well, but I've got a couple, these that are not, this should end here because this is even. You know what I mean? Like we've got half of the work and then half of the work. So these dim portions are all mean that there's nothing here. So this needs to actually be brought over to the 8th bar. There was an extra bar in there. I think there's one more that's like that. Let me just fix that. And then that will all look different. See, now I don't even have those blank spaces. So what am I on now? I'm on 95. All right. So let me try that again. And I'm going to load it. You know what? I almost feel like this one should be first. Let me try that. Oh, I didn't save it. When I changed everything, I never saved it. I got to do that one more time. I was just supposed to, you know, overwrite it. Okay. Now let me just save that. Sure, I'll save it there. And then, so that's the 95. We don't want 95. Okay, so let me go from 95B to 95A. All right. Oh, wait, no, it was the other way around, wasn't it? My fault. I still feel like that was screwed up. 95A. What the hell? Now I'm confusing myself. All right. This is the reversed one. And that is 95C. Oh, whoops, no. That one's 95A. Okay, so the reversed one is 95A. That one has long clips too. I did something wrong there in the setup portion of this thing. I don't know what I did, but it's cool. Good now. So let me overwrite that. Sure, save it. All right, so now I want to go from 95C to 95B. Shit. Jesus. Can something please happen right here? My camera went off. One more time. All right, let's go back. Something's going to go right. Watch. Jesus. 95A. 95A. 95B. 95C. 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 95B. 95 Come on. Uh-oh. There we go. Something went right. All right. I don't know. I'm a work in progress too, man. I'm not perfect either. Hey, but I mean, I'm getting something out of this thing. So let me see. Did anybody say anything? Oh man, that was rough. All right. So I'm just looking at the questions. Actually, let me look at the questions over here on the big screen so I can see them. Because my name is not I Can See. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. People are saying trying to keep that machine till the day they die. That's all good, man. I think you should. I like the conversation in here. I think it's cool. I think it's real cool. So, and yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my friend. Okay. Yeah, I think the machine stuff, they've got to do something at some point, right? Like with a standalone. I mean, can they keep letting Akai drop like standalone after standalone and not respond with something? I don't know. Thanks, Kane. I appreciate you a lot, bro. Thanks for saying that. You're gonna have a submission this week, my friend. Kane is the one that does these beat challenges. He's the one that puts them together. He's the one that picks the samples, and he's a fire-breathing dragon himself. So I aspire to be like Kane. I aspire to be like Gem. I aspire to be like Gamma. I aspire to be like these guys. So yeah. So anyway, I think that's about it, man. We're out here for an hour and a half already. I'm gonna check my chat, my word sheet that Kane made me get rid of, just so I can make sure I'm not missing anything real quick. Yeah, so it looks good. Facebook, Discord, blah, blah, blah. It's all good. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to continue on. I'll save this. If there's anybody that has any last words, you know what? You guys have been here. You guys have been awesome. So if there's anybody that wants to say anything, let me know. If you want me to check something for you real quick, got any questions about anything? This thing is a real workhorse. I know it looks kind of weird and, kind of corny, and I get it. But let me show you. Let me show you something. I can unplug it. It's got MIDI in, MIDI out. It's got CV and gate. It's got a sampling. It's got several sampling inputs. So look, check it out. Bring you down here. I'll show you guys. I'll explain to you guys a little bit. I mean, I know you guys are machine guys and MPC guys. I get it. But there's a lot of nice technology. And I'm open-minded as as can be. Because when I see stuff like this, how do I get this? There we go. There. All right. So when I see stuff like this, that is what kind of changes my attitude about like different things, because it's got, all right, another huge proponent here is the fact that this is a USB port. It's also a host. That means you can plug in external MIDI controllers just straight into this. And we have the ability to have USB hubs. So you can plug a USB hub into this. And this is this is possible. It's still, the hub portion is, I believe, is still coming, but you can plug in right now MIDI controllers, a single MIDI controller. But we will have hub support soon, so you can plug in multiple devices straight into the USB port in the back here, and have a whole rig just attached to this thing. So there's several CV. There's clock. You got CV and clock. You got clock, gate, CV stuff, regular MIDI, and then these are your outputs right here. This is your headphone port. That's also a stereo output. This is your 1/4 inch sample. This is your instrument input. So it takes just a regular old 1/4 inch cable, instrument cable, and samples there. It also samples here. This right here is a microphone input, an 1/8 inch microphone input, or instrument level input, whatever you want to call it. But like I said before too, it's also got the microphone on the front. So you can do some, like if I here, I'll show you. I'll shut this off. I saved everything. So I'm just going to shut it off. I'm going to show you how quick this thing turns on too. All right, so it's off right now. It's already on, so I'm going to show you. It's hard to see it for some reason, but as soon as it comes on, I'm going to play it. Actually, I'm going to hold it down. Where's the damn power? Oh, shit. What did I do? Did I just break this thing? No way. Oh, what the hell did I do? I don't think you're supposed to hold the buttons down while you... I don't think you're supposed to hold the buttons down while you turn it on. So I'm not going to do that, but I'll turn it on and then... So that's the little speaker in the front. No, you're not going to have a concert with this. But if you're on a plane or on a bus, then you got yourself a little speaker here. And like I said, the SD card is cool. And the workflow is crazy fast. It's crazy fast. There's a keyboard, and like I was showing before, there's all kinds of different drum machines in here. You just set a new track. That's it. Now I either have a synth or a drum. I know it looks complicated, but I'm going to show you how easy this is. So this is for my bros, because I know you guys are looking at this thing like it's cool, but I don't know what it does or what it is or whatever. So I'll just show you. I got the microphone right here, so I don't have it plugged into the big mixer. But if I turn this on, it's ready. Turn it up. Okay, and then if you want to change a patch, you just turn it. Done. If you want to make your own, then start manipulating it. So that's already ready to go. If I want to record it, I just hit record. And then if I want a metronome, I just turn the metronome on. Let me make sure I have a freaking destination set here. So if I just go... just make a bunch of noise with it. Then I can erase it. You can just keep hitting the back button until it's all gone. And let's say I don't want a synth now. I actually just want to use a drum machine first. So I'll just switch it to a drum machine. So now it's a drum machine. There's all kinds of drum machines to pick from. That's it. So if I want to make a drum pattern, I'm going to shut the metronome off. I probably should just have it plugged into something. Okay. Then if I want to make a synth track, then I just add another track. That's it. Change the octave. I mean, you can just do a lot of different stuff. If I wanted to record a vocal real quick, I would just make another track right here, and I would just make it a looper. So if I hold that and hit that, now it's a looper. So now I'm just gonna say some really awesome shit. Say some really awesome shit. Say some really awesome shit. Say some really shit. Really awesome shit. Say some really awesome shit. Say some really awesome shit. Some really awesome shit. And then you turn the tracks off, kind of like Ableton in that way. So that's it. Say some really awesome shit. All right. Anyway, guys. All right. Let me just check this out. Oh yeah, there's a headphone jack. Yeah, it's right here. I thought I mentioned that. Yeah, let me zoom in a little better. I'm just trying to show you the actual headphone symbol. Oh, there it is, right there. Right there, and on the back it just looks like that. Right there, this one. That's a headphone jack right there. And you can also use it as a second output. So if you want to have, and it has mono and stereo out. So if you just have a single cable, mono cable, you can use that actually, which is that's not common. So it has mono and stereo out, and then it has a second stereo out with the headphone jack. And yeah, so you can do a lot of different things. And like I said, the coolest thing is just that it's so portable, you know, and it's light and it's very, very powerful. Also, I can edit, like if I want to edit the sounds that are in it visually, because it doesn't have a DAW, it doesn't have anything to connect to the computer. Then I can use my phone or my iPad and access the Wi-Fi card in here. There's an app developed by somebody named Jamie Fenton, and they have created something called Downrush. Downrush is really cool because you can see all the waveforms right from your phone, and you can edit them, you can change them, you can chop, you can slice right on your phone what's inside your deluge. So there's a lot of other really cool stuff you can do with this thing remotely. And the best thing about this thing is that the customer support is crazy, crazy good. So if you ever have a problem with it, they will fix it in no time flat, and they are constantly updating it. Every month or two, we get a new update that just changes the game again for us users. You know, I love them both. I love my X and I love my Deluge, and I actually love Push. You know, I love Ableton, but I always find myself going here. So I don't know what that says. All right. Yeah, no, you're right about this. You're right. It's like 900. But it's kind of similar to if you know OP1, Teenage Engineering, it's kind of like a special thing, you know, like this is the new OP1. Like, yes, you pay $900 for it now. You actually have to wait like 6 months or something to get one, because they don't even they're so far, I believe they're still on an incredible back order. But like, this thing is going to be worth a lot of money in the future when everybody wants one and you can't get one. So that's kind of a cool thing, I think, is that they have such good updates and such good customer service that it really tells you a lot about the product that you're buying, and that you're not just going to be left for dead with it. I would pay, like, how much money would you guys pay to have your machine updated regularly? Probably a couple $100 a year, wouldn't you? So if you take that stuff into consideration, and how many sound packs do you guys have to buy and stuff to try to keep things going and things like that. So those are just, I guess, little factors that maybe I think about them. Maybe it's not that important. I don't know. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to head up out of here. Go eat some food. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for being here. And you know what? Make sure that if you have seen this video on playback, go check out the live chat, because the people that are in the live chat have dope music to listen to. So go check these people out. Find them on Instagram. Find them on, Facebook. Jem, let me get with you guys. Jem, Kane, get with me. I'm doing profiles. Let's go. All right, guys. Peace, everybody.